Sebastian Rogers' birthday was this past Saturday, December 7th. He would have been 16. I say would have because Sebastian hasn't been seen since last February 26, 2024. I want to weigh in on the man who's being called the green hoodie guy, the man seen outside the Texas Roadhouse restaurant as Sebastian and his mother, Katie Proudfoot, exited the restaurant to get into their vehicle. Some people have brushed off this brief interaction between Katie and the man, said it's nothing, it's inconsequential. But I'm saying it could be something. When something like this happens on the day that a child goes missing, everything is possibly important. Ask yourself, why is Sebastian so interested in the interaction between his mom and this man? Sebastian stares at the guy for a long time. Also, to me, it looks like only this man exited his vehicle. So why is he standing next to the front passenger side door? Shouldn't he, if he's the driver of that vehicle, be exiting on the driver's side? Why is he between Katie's vehicle and his own? Was there a reason that he needed to walk around the back of his vehicle and then walk through that space? I know the video's speed has been slowed and played with at times, but why does Katie engage with this guy for such a long time before opening the driver's side door and getting in? We see Sebastian waiting for Katie to unlock the doors for a long time. Also, was something exchanged between Katie and the man? It kind of looks like it, but it might not be. I'm not 100% sure. And why does this man wave at Sebastian? If this was such a brief interaction and a stranger simply getting out of his vehicle and maybe having to get something out of that passenger side, why does he wave at Sebastian? Could that have been someone trying to make Sebastian feel as if he is a safe man, a friendly man, someone a child doesn't need to avoid or run away from? Like if Sebastian were to see this guy again, would he be thinking, oh yeah, I've seen that guy before. Oh, he's the nice man near the car. Obviously, what I'm doing here is pure speculation. However, I don't think we should blow off a somewhat odd interaction when it happened on the same night that Sebastian suddenly vanishes from his home. Yes, it could be an innocent interaction, or it could be an important clue. I'm just struck by how long Sebastian has his eyes glued on the man. And if this green hoodie guy is unrelated to the disappearance, why hasn't he come forward? Does he not know he's being scrutinized on social media? Have the police spoken to him? I don't know if they have, do you? Detectives are trained to look at everything, to not get tunnel vision, to follow every possible lead. And since we haven't found Sebastian yet, of course they have to look at this. I want to play you what Chris of the mob crew put together. He took time to really scrutinize the video, to do close-ups on certain actions that Katie and the man make with their hands. Again, it's Chris of the mob crew. He is excellent at what he does, and he's also a very nice person.
And see, we'll pause it right here. Now there's a hoodie guy. So first things to point out is we can see that Katie's parked in a handicapped spot, and these two spots are handicapped spots. And now there's a guy between the driver's side and the passenger side of the two vehicles. Obviously, this vehicle here is Katie's vehicle. Now, this could be two scenarios, possibly more, but the two main theories is this could be just an innocent explanation where one person's exiting and another person's trying to get in, but the lane is so small that one is waiting for the other. But this is where it kind of gets weird because that doesn't actually happen. And you can see that they clearly know that this guy is between the two vehicles. So as they walk towards the vehicle, you can clearly see that they start to make eye contact with the individual. And he actually kind of backs up a little bit. Again, so it could just be that maybe he's going to let Katie, get into her car. But this is where it gets kind of odd because that doesn't actually happen. Not to say this doesn't have an instant explanation. Now you can see Sebastian clearly has his attention. So I'm assuming there is some kind of conversation going on. Is it nefarious or innocent? We don't know. There's no audio clearly. We can see him gesturing with his left hand, almost either putting his hand out or waving back. As you can see right here, I'll circle it. which I thought was interesting. It's tough to say, what he's doing right here. Is he kind of putting his hand out, or is he kind of waving back for her to come? And she puts her left hand and kind of puts it on the vehicle. Now he kind of backs up a little bit. She then moves forward. And this is where I thought, okay, well, maybe he's just allowing her to get in the vehicle. And then we'll wait for her as she gets in the vehicle, then he'll pass through. But that is not what actually happens. And now this is slowed down a little bit, but as you can see, she moves even kind of beyond the driver's side door a little bit. And there's some kind of interaction going on. Again, it could be innocent, or there could be something more nefarious. We don't know. You can't really see much, but again, if this was just, two people trying to, one getting in a car and one getting out, we don't see her getting into her vehicle. That's what I would say at least makes it a little interesting to kind of point this out. Obviously, I'm sure most people who have seen this have noticed this, but again, you can't really see much. There's a little bit of movement. Again, if this was innocent, you would kind of think, okay, well, now she's just going to get in the vehicle while he backed up to allow her to get in. Or there's a conversation going on. Maybe they know each other and just having a small talk quickly before they leave. Then the green hoodie guy emerges. Now, from what I can tell, it's kind of an older gentleman. Again, now we see his left hand kind of waving, possibly at Sebastian, and then his right hand looks like it put something or in out of his pocket. Again, was that something that was handed to him, or was he just kind of moving his hand from his pocket up? We don't know. But the way he moves, you can kind of see he's got his hands out, kind of as, some people that don't want to trip. So again, this could just have an instant explanation. Again, it's believed he came from the car that is obviously parked in the handicap. So it could be two elderly couples going out to eat, and maybe the gentleman had to go back for his wallet or something. Or maybe it's something more nefarious, and there was some kind of interaction that possibly led to his disappearance. We don't know. But here's a zoomed out version. Again, we could kind of see Sebastian sitting there waiting. He's trying to kind of unlock the car, but clearly there's some kind of interaction still going on with Katie and the hoodie guy. And then I just kind of wanted to show the wave, which it does look like he's kind of waving to Sebastian. Right here comes green hoodie guy, and we'll see the wave, which does look like it's towards Sebastian Rogers. Now we see the car being unlocked as we zoom out. But Katie's still not in the car. She's opened up the door, and now they get in. The hoodie guy then just gingerly walks into the Roadhouse. So again, there could be just an instant explanation where, maybe they know each other and there's just some small talk, or maybe there's something else going on. I know I've repeated that, but